Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Carol, and welcome to my quiet corner. Today, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, but I do have some things out. But first, among first things, I want to share whatever I did with it now. Oh, there it is. Um, a little bit of happy mail that I received from Yolande, which is adorable. I am so excited to share with you some of that as well as, excuse me. Good morning, Jane. Hey, Yolande. I was just about to show some goodies. I went to the mailbox and oh, unbelievable. I couldn't believe all the things that was in there. It was like, whew, I guess I should check this a little bit more often. A little bit more often. Because I had lots of goodies that showed up. So let me just set that off to the side. You can't wait to see what you sent me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is amazing. I was so surprised. Um, she had a giveaway, and I won the giveaway. It was a Canadian one. Hi, Sandy. And she had these miniature jelly plates that she was giving. And looky. Oh, and look at they're pre-used, they're pre-loved. They've got some stuff on them. That's amazing. I can't wait to use these because I do have some plans for these. And just before, who won't believe this, but just before I won these, I got a set oh, of jelly plates. Um, an 8x10 and a 5x7. So I am looking forward to that. Yes, thank you to Heart House. I appreciate it. I will have to find their link. If you could send that to me, that'd be great. And say thank you. But just before that, I just got those, and it's like I want to give this another go because I have some ideas that I just want to put out there. So these are going to work perfect. So I will wrap these gently back up, put them back in the bag because Husky Fluff is known to stick to these things like you would not believe. She's on Instagram? Okay. I will definitely tag her on Instagram and you. Hi, Carol. So I was so happy with that because I want to use them in my journals. So I'm looking forward to this a lot. And on my art cards that I want to do. So that was the thing that I won. And then Yolande added all of these goodies to boot in this box. She gave me a stamp. I was so happy. I do have two stamps prior to all of the extra fees. You're here for the Carol confusion? Sweet. That's awesome. And I have a butterfly and a moth. At the moment, I'm not sure where I put them because I'm in the middle of reorganizing because Danny had gotten me some calyx cubes and I have been resorting and redoing and who knows where they are at this moment. They're somewhere over there. But she sent this to me, so I was excited because this will fit really nice on that little square one as well. And I get to use it in a lot of other things. So thank you. And then she sent me these wonderful little cards. I think these are amazing. I love her snark. I love her snark. Let me hold it up just a little bit so you can see. Isn't that the cutest? We get organized. I have been trying to organize for 3 years. I'm in one room in my bedroom, and it's a big room because it's in the basement, but, I have to fit it all in because when I came this way, most of my stuff was art stuff. Because and I did downsize quite a bit, but look at these cute things I can use in some journaling. She wrote me a nice card. I won't read it, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love this style. It is really cool. Bees. I love bees. And then she sent me, oh, this, I love this. This is so cute. It looks like it was from a coloring book, possibly. A ticket, coupons to add into a junk journal, which I do plan on creating. Some birds. These are cool. I think I want to paint these first. They're really nice. Lots of gel plate inspiration here on cards to create cards, and her wonderful papers, and one of these. This is really neat. It feels like a linen. It feels like a linen. So she sent me all of those wonderful goodies, and thank you so much. The Bee Girl is from Etsy Digital, Joanne Newman. Oh, I will have to really check her out. So I'm going to put these back in the box for the moment until I find a home, proper home for all of my stuff. Because I have, on Wednesday, I have some new plastic containers arriving. I went through the envelope stage. I'm sending them back. I just don't like digging in an envelope to find my papers. So those are going back because I'll never use them otherwise. I bought baskets, and they're just too much space. They just take up way too much space. So they're going back. So I have these plastic containers that are coming that I think I can put on my shelf next to me. And I will be able to have my collage bits in there because I do have to keep it to a limit, right? I'm grateful that you bought an extra foam stamp. Not that you had to pay for it, but thank you. I will definitely enjoy it and put it to good use, possibly today. I actually have, I reordered the archive stamps. They had a special come up, and it's like, oh, talk about timing. Because when I ordered them the first time, the archival ink pads, the small ones, they sent me distress pads, which were wrong. I didn't want them to move. So I sent those back, reordered the archival, and they should be here sometime today. So that would be great. I am looking forward to that because I have all of these nice new stamps, and I need to have some juicy ink pads. Mine are from like 2017, so they're pretty old. They're drying out. I probably could have bought 3 fillers, but it just, I I don't know. Anyway, according to your art journals and subject matter, you like to label the box and keep the journal Yes, you got to keep it handy. And I think I'm going to put that to the right of me so I can just pick it off my shelf as I need. Hi, Evie. It's nice to see you. It was nice hanging out with you yesterday over at Vicky's. So put this in the box to be organized. And then I received all kinds of wonderful happy mail and swappy mail and stuff like that. I'm not going to show the envelopes, but like this is one. This this is from Beth Schuler, and she sent me a whole bunch of stickers and papers and we did an artist trading card for St. Patty's Day. So I got 2 cards with a bunch of goodies to go with it. So now I have a sticker spot because I love my stickers. So I will have to put those in my stickers, and I love feathers. I actually just got a feather stamp, so that's pretty cool. And some flowers. So thank you very much, Beth. So the next thing I received, I did another ATC swap, and it was from Tammy. This is her fancy envelope. Like, she really did it up. She really did a fancy job. And even inside, hello, hello, hello. So we got that, and let's see what's inside. She put it in a nice paper here, and she sent me some ephemera, an angel card, the 7 of Thought. That's pretty cool. I like stuff like that too. A nice box. I'm so excited to use these things. So I'm really wanting to get some more journals made, and a whole little baggie full of things, like unbelievable baggie full of things. So, and this is her card. We did this swap on Studio 21 is what we did. So that was her card. We did a 4 of us did a swap. So I have to find a spot to put all of my my ATCs in. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with those. So let's put that off to the side. And then Alana Morrow from South Carolina. This is her envelope. Like, this is so cool. I get to use all this stuff. So we did a ATC, and this was also with Charlene's Studio 21 exchange. And this is her ATC she did with the little bunny. It's really, really textile. It's really nice. It's with a card and everything. And then she sent me, I was so tickled pink. Look at this. It's fabric. And it's be kind, be happy, and be sweet. Be fabric. I love it. I love it. I love it. And thank you sticker. And more bees. This is so cute. And then she gave me this little paper clip. That is so nice, so inspirational, like unbelievably wonderful. These little clusters. An ATC is an artist trading card. And then there's this one on a light bulb pin. This little cluster. I love this stuff. This is so sweet. It's so great to get some things from other people like this. It's been a while since we've done anything of that nature. So I will put this back in her envelope. And I know it never ends, does it? This is from C. Brenning. Oh, this is another one. This is another ATC. It's in a plastic baggie. It says, "You grow, girl." And it's very 3D with the little pop things there. And this was also from Charlene's Studio 21 swap that we did. And a little thank you envelope. This is nice. This is such a great idea. And I'm going to be able to get to set my, I didn't open this, sewing machine up. And let's see what she put inside. This was fun. Thank you for doing the ATC swap. exchange. If you ever want to do another one, let me know. Charlene. That's Charlene's studio. Yes, I would love to. I love doing ATC swaps, especially when they're on a smaller scale. So you don't have to stress as much. And then Linda is on YouTube with In Beth's. Oh, there's lots of stuff in there. Napkins, sweet. I only have a few napkins. Let's see here. All right. Oh, Moon and Stars. I love Moon and Stars. So she gave me a bunch of nice little, oh, that's neat. The old-fashioned truck. You could do watercolor ATCs too. I used to do that. There's an ATC done with tissues and a cutout bird. That is nice. All kinds of, here's tissue paper. I can't wait to use some of this stuff. I'm so excited. And all this nice trim. Now, all these trims can be used on journals, on ATCs, on all kinds of things. And this is her fabric square. Isn't this amazing? This is beautiful. So I will have to create a fabric book to put my fabric squares in that I've received and have a place to store them. Need a place to put my ATCs. I probably have to get a book to put them in. That way I can flip through them and look at them. Definitely. Everybody, I don't know if Devin is busy this morning or what she's doing. You're more than welcome to put links in for everybody. Evie's new here, so it would be great if you could do that. Everybody can check out Evie. I know. Yes, I know. It's and I'm like, I didn't get anything yet, but I guess I should walk down there and check it out. Because every time I went down, it was like, not for me. It was great mail. I loved every bit of it. I love getting happy mail. I just love getting happy mail. And now I have a place to be able to put things and actually enjoy using the stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. Have a seat there, Tuzo. Are you going to sit down? Everybody's coming down here to check things out this morning. So, yesterday I had a one-on-one with So Much Glitter so I could help her learn StreamYards. And tonight we are going to do a little stream because it will be her first time streaming with people. So she's going, hi, Anna Marie. She is going to be joining me at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. It just gets so confusing. So, yes, on Wednesday, I was playing in my envelope book, and I created this page. And this is 8x8 envelope, just folded in half, and it turns it into more like a traveler's size book when you do that. So I kind of like this gentle little small spot. Yeah, I know that feeling, but I thought I would like to collage in it. Like I started doing different things in and around, just adding here and there. This is watercolor, and I inked it and I drew on it. So those that love watercolor, I do watercolor yet. I do that. I use it for backgrounds, and I do have some things that I want to work on. Actually, I want to do the again. I tried it last year. It didn't work because everything was just so chaotic. But the 100 small um, paintings, watercolor paintings, and I would like to do that. And I want to use my, okay, Evie, no worries. I want to use my color pencils and my watercolor more together because I want to do more stuff like this. I've done this, I can't tell you the year. I do have it posted somewhere. I thought I put it on there, but I don't. Oh, maybe very lightly. Can't see it. But yeah, I want to do more stuff like this. So if you're interested in some of this is where I'd like to do a little bit more. I like doing the collage and everything, but my first love is more of a fine art style. So I'd like to get back into doing a little bit more of that. So if you're interested, that is one thing that I will be continuing when I do my lives. So this is something that I want to work towards and have everybody be able to see and do, because then I want to have them matted and then I can sell them. Yeah, it's like torn paper around the outside. It's like the paper was torn and then this was the image that was on the inside of the paper. So, and it's a mix of watercolor pencils, watercolor, and Prismacolor. Yeah, it's actually torn paper. So my camera doesn't like white, and I'm sorry for the shaking. My inhaler is making my hands shake this morning. Hey, Kathy. Nice to see you. So there's that. But I was going to finish gluing these down, but there is something that I do. I want to work in my commonplace book a little bit today, I think, and that will have a variety of stuff to do. But I want to glue this down and give it a chance to relax, and then I will come back in and do some art. Now, what I'm using here, this is actually origami paper. And I really like the origami paper, and I also like using magazine paper because it's very thin. It's thin for collaging. So that is something that I have found out and I really enjoy using. So I've got two packets of it, so I'm going to use it up. So let's just glue this down. Let's see if I have any glue left in here. I did find some of my glue. I thought I was out. I did find it. And for those that are just coming in, I will be on later tonight um, for a little while. I'm going to be having So Much Glitter with me, and that's the only time she can get on because she works during the day. So we will be streaming later. And doing some art. So last night we had a practice run so she could learn StreamYards and how to set up her camera and all of that good stuff. Yeah, I really haven't gotten into it like a whole lot, but I just really started, and I'm enjoying it. It's very different. I'm trying to find my proper spot here, and I want to get better at it. you know, we all want to get better at everything we do, but, there are some of us that are just amazing at this stuff. Yolande, Dee Dee, Anne, and Lar. But I am not good at it. I'm learning. So you'll learn along with me. It's nice having everybody here. I really appreciate all the new subscribers that I've gotten over the past month. Welcome. And I hope you enjoy the content. It is a variety. You'll see a variety. I like to do something of everything. Jane, I haven't seen you do it. So, okay, so Jane does it too. So you'll have to check out Jane's channel and see what she has. She says she hasn't done it for a while, so check it out. Check it out. So these are the different layers that I'm putting here. And I really like the contrast, but also the blending that happens. And I went through, and what I did was I just tore out some of these, and I see I'm probably gonna have to put a second layer in there, and that's all right. I'm gonna swap this, and I did kind of stagger my lines, but I'm going to collage over this. I will have to check out Jane's videos of her collages. That's interesting. Very nice. I did not know that, Jane. I seen you do beading, and I've seen you do what else over with on Pink Poodles, and I know you color. So let's get this down, and then I want to pull out my commonplace book. Now, my commonplace book is a bit different than most of what you see, but it will have the same context as a commonplace book. So the commonplace books you see are mostly written, whereas I've taken it a step different and created something more artistic. Now I'm going to put this one down the bottom. And I will get to that in a bit. Oh, glue all over my fingers. Let's just put it over here because that's where it's going to go. Actually, that's what I should do. It'd be a heck of a lot easier than putting it on the paper. I don't know how far over that's going to go. Let's make it go this far. And just glue the envelope. Put a tiny bit on the back side, just on the edge to make sure it sticks. And overlap it some and press it down. Make sure you press it good to get all the air bubbles out. I did have somewhere in amongst this a spreader, but I can't tell you where it is at the moment. So you take your next best thing to press things down. You can use just about anything. It doesn't have to actually be a spreader or a roller or anything. This is just an old ink thing. It works, but it's very dry. Everything you own in a box to the left. All right, so now we got this, and I'm not cutting. I am just going to rip this off and put it over there. Now, I'm not worried about this little middle part because I'm probably going to add something more to it, but I'm going to give this a chance to settle. So we're going to just set this off to the side in Devon's box, off to the left, and pull out my symbology book. This is my commonplace book. And I love everything about symbols. Uh, and symbols come in so many different things. Symbols can be your washing machine symbols, they can be nature symbols, they can be hiking symbols, they can be anything. What I want to put in is a mix of all kinds of symbols. So the first thing that I've been wanting to put in has been um, runes, because I really like this. I really like runes. Actually, so does my daughter-in-law. She also likes runes. So, and I wanted to put them, some of these are her books. I wanted to put some of them in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan this and create a sticker, and I will add it into my book. So I want to add, and I'm going to add each of these runes in here, and these different little symbology type symbols. And it's actually, if people want to know what runes are, it's an alphabet. So that's what I'm going to start adding. So there's different types of alphabets. And this is what it tells you they are, and the symbols. So that's exactly what I want to put into my book. So let's move along here. And I will be putting, as I read, I'll be putting some of this in here. Hi, View. So the first rune I'm going to add in is Thay, and that equals wealth. It's a modern equivalent of F, and that is the variant of it. So that's what I'm going to put in, and I will put in this quote along with it. So I'm going to set the book up over here. Let me get a clip. And add a clip to my book so I can hold it open. My daughter-in-law gave me these too. Aren't they cool? So I'm going to hold this book open. Oh, they're tough. So I can put that off to the side and put it into my book. Now, my book, like I said, is very artistic looking. So that's how it's going to look. Hi, Christina. Nice to see you. So this is my first page in my book. And like I said, it's very artistic. And what's going to come and shine through will be my little plain pieces of paper that I will use to write my information on. And this was the first, oh, I better put the lid on that glue or it's going to dry out. I only have so many. I only have so many, so I better put the lid on it. All right. So these are a few of the pages I did in advance. I did collaging, painting, inking, gluing, watercolor. It's a mix of everything. And each page is just random. It's just whatever I felt doing in it. So my commonplace book is basically a commonplace plus everything I loved about doing. And I was even tempted on stitching. So we shall see how that goes. So here's my next pages. So I had to do a couple of these in advance so I would be ready to put my information in. And I even stamped, now these stamps that I put here, I created on my laser. I should say my son's laser. the laser because I use it too. So I created my own stamp. So I'm going to be doing that too as well. I'll be having some more things to put in. And this is something that you don't fill up all at once. And I've been wanting to create a commonplace book for so long. Hi, Vicky. I've been wanting to do a commonplace book for so long. And then when Marriottier did her membership, in her membership, she has um, about doing commonplace. So it kind of kick-started what I wanted to do all along, which is really awesome. So this first page, I think I'm going to keep, and I do have to put something over here, but I think I want to keep this as a dedication page, kind of, the beginnings and endings. So I will put a date on them as I complete them, because this is not something that you fill up overnight. This is something that could go on for years. So this would probably be symbology 1. That way I can go and create more books and do it in different patterns. I created this. This is a piece of fabric, and it's ink and watercolor and marker. And I even gave the O's eyes, the symbology. It's looking into symbology. Hey, Marty. Nice to see you. Thank you, Yolande. So today I'm going to make sure I don't have 2 pages there because they feel so thick. I am going to move some stuff out of the way. I think I should zoom in for you. Let me pull that up so I can zoom in, because I'll be working on this page. I need another clip to hold my book open. Let's take the purple one this time. Stay open book. There we go. I should have put it over there. Maybe it would have stayed heavier, huh? Yes, much better. All right, let's move the water back. And now let's pull this up so I can see what I'm doing and make sure I'm in camera. All right. So now the first rune is Fey, and it equals wealth. So what I need to do is put a little bit of a paper here and write down my reference material. And that is what I'm going to pick and choose, what I'm going to use for my paper. Now, I do have book pages. I have, oh, there's something I want to use, but I don't see it. Where did it go? All right, it's here somewhere. It's right behind me in a pile. I could use brown papers, but I didn't want to use brown papers. I really wanted to use a creamy color paper that was used from building the calyxes, because it's a nice cream color. I could use that in the collage too. Oh, there it is. Yeah. It's in a box to the left. It's actually sitting on my bed behind me. Yes, Marty, exactly. So what I want to do is have it be approximately this big. So I do not want it to be perfect, because nothing in this book has been perfect. It has all been torn. So that is the fun part of creating books like this, is because you can tear it and then have it look like it's fitting in. And what's nice is it's thin, right? It's very thin. So now I'm wondering, I wanted to use my brown ink from my Ferris wheel press, the writing desk. I wanted to use this. I really love this. So I do have my dip pens right here. And I'm going to use a dip pen and see if it works. Oh, yes, me too, Jane. I have done it a couple of times. Let's just use some of this ink on the edge. Let's make it look like it's been burnt. Oh, yes. I probably should do it after the fact, but it's on the lid, right? So I'm just doing the edge with this dark brown. And when you do this, because the smell of burnt paper does not go well with me to a point, um, I can just take and create the effect of a burnt page with this dark brown. Come on. Anyway, it's drying up already. I just wanted to get it on there. All right. So the book is a little book about runes with an ancient Nordic rune poem. So let's move this back so you can see what I'm doing. I'm hoping it doesn't run too much because it is a very fibrous paper. So we shall see. Oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, and that's not what I wanted. So I will complete the edge of this page around here. And I have to go to a regular pen. I really wanted to use it on there, but I want to use this paper because it is non-porous. Ah! Make a mess. Good thing it wasn't the ink bottle. Yeah, I just don't want to set off any fire alarms down here. So I need a pen. I'm going to do it in gold. I think gold may look good. Let's just write over that. Oh, yes. A little book. I may change this. I don't know if I like it. About runes. Let's just see what it looks like. No, I really do think it needs to be something else. So I'm not happy with that. So let's tear another piece. Can't give it. I know, Jane. Really? Hey, Kim. Let's get another piece because I really want to use this paper, but I'm gonna have to use a regular pen, which is okay, I suppose. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. I wanted to use my inks and my dip pens, but I don't have a paper that's going to work. All right, I need a pen from over here. Because it's black. I was going to use brown, but I don't want to use blue or purple. So, hey, how's everybody doing so far? What are you doing today, anyways? I know I'll be on later today, and I know I've said that on my channel later on. I will be streaming with So Much Glitter. I have the stream already um, created, so go hit the notifications on that afterwards, and so you can join me later on. You get a double me today. You get a double me today. A little book about the runes. And it is page 1819. All right. I won't need it that long. I only need it this long. So I can put that in there. And now I'm debating this paper. You're usually sleeping, Vicky? Oh my goodness. I'm usually up with the birds, and then I go back to sleep, and then I'm up again and back and forth. So I want to I want to add something else. I wish I had paper that it wouldn't go through on. That's the thing. That's the thing. I think I need some watercolor on this. I do. I think I need some watercolor. So let's pull out my little watercolor. Oh, get the lid open. Come on, you can do it. There we go. This is my little watercolor. Get my brush. I have my water. I need a tiny brush. Get some yellow ochre. And I am going to hope it does not run. Hope it does not run, because I want the paper to look a little aged. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, it's different. It's something I haven't, I've been working on this book for a little while, but I just needed to get with it and get moving. So today is the first entry in the book. Now I'm going to go to a darker brown around the edges. And these paints, if I'm not mistaken, are Schmincke paints. For those who are wanting to know. So, as I said, this is a very artist style commonplace book. So it's fun to do. Oh, I love how it's running. So that's a good thing when it's running with the watercolor. I want it to look old because symbology is old. So I will do this entry. Too much. That's all right. So I won't be able to glue this in right away because I have wet it. And this is very, very wet. But I think that will look very nicely there. And it will look old. I think that looks great. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue with the yellow ochre and the dark brown and use that and do up a page. Now I want to do my writing up in here with my symbol. So like I said, this paper came out of the calyx. So I'm using what would have been garbage. So I'm going to take this, and I should have used the ruler, but I'm not going to because everything else is wonky. Like there's nothing is straight. Nothing is straight. Hi, Teresa. So I think that looks old. I love my background. So I'm going to create my rune. And I think I may put it under here, or I may put this over here and have my rune up here. I think that wording will still shine through. Maybe not, because it's not shining through there. Maybe I'll move it over a smidge and keep this portion keep this edge for my information down here of what I'm thinking about the room. This is a book. I have an oracle deck of runes. I have, but I want to. This is a book that is my daughter-in-law's, and I borrowed it. So I'm taking the information from the book and putting it into my commonplace book because I really like it and I like some of the sayings. No worries, Teresa. Good luck at the doctors. So now I want to take and create the rune. Now it can have different variations. So do I do 3 different variations? You have that book too, Christina? Sweet. Yeah, I have a couple here. I have other informational books, and I'm going to be pulling different things out of there as well to input into my commonplace book. Things that so they speak to you is what a commonplace book is things that you want to remember. So by doing this, it helps me remember what each of the characters are, and I have a place to go back and look to. And I want to put the most important information. So as I read through the book, which I will do later, I wanted to take the first rune and then write a little bit of information, which will probably go in the beginning first page, and then use the front of the book itself as the dedication. So, all right, now I need oh, I wonder if this will work. That would be nice too. Let's just try it and see how it works. This is a Kuretake and it's ink. I'm getting stuff all over my fingers. What's new? All right, so let's make this rune. Ooh, this may look nice. This ink may do just very well. And it didn't go through very much, which I'm not worried about because I'm going to glue it down. But that works. That works very well. So now, all right, let's make a good one. And then on another one, I will put the variations of this one. And then I will write a little area here. And then I will put my comments over here about this rune and my thoughts of it. The gold I used in the journal is either um, this, the Speedball acrylic printing ink, or it could have been the Kuretake ink that comes in a bottle. It doesn't even have any letters on it. It's all in different letters. More symbols. So yeah, it's Kirtaki ink, gold ink, 60 mil. And I've had this since 2017. They're both really old and they last a very, very long time. A very long time. So I know this ink will be waterproof because it it's India ink. So let's make a good one here and make it big enough. There. That looks good. That looks good. Very much. Yeah, I love this. It's a really nice India ink. I got this in one of my urban drawing books. Yeah, they do last forever. All right. So, blow dry, blow dry. All right, let's get the watercolor. Let's see how bad it leaks. It runs. All right. Let's try it on this one and see. Oh, yes, we're good. Look at that. It's no smear. No smear. So let's take that, put it off to the side. We are good to go. We are going to do the yellow ochre in the middle. I hope everybody's enjoying this. It's been a while since I have gotten to it, so it is a fun thing to do. It's just creating all the little bits, and it's making a commonplace book more interactive, more creative than just writing. And you get to use all your artsy stuff. No smear. I know. I'm really happy with that. That means that big bottle of ink I have, I'm going to be so happy with because it's the same thing. It's Black India ink, and I got a huge, huge bottle of it. So I will be happy. I can use it in with my dip pens, and it's not going to go anywhere. And it really didn't fuzz out like the ink did. So I like that. I like that a lot. So there is another one. That is my rune. And what I can do is take the edge of each of those and take my gold and just give little flicks along the edge. Thanks, Sandy. All right. So there's one. Now, because this pen worked so well, I am going to take and do, hey, Keeks. Yes, I was debating on sewing some of them, but maybe in my next one. Can you move my book down a smidge? Sure. How's that? Do you want me to not zoom in? Because if I do that, then the variant, no, it's not going to work for the variant. It's not going to work on that. But I can use my other pen for that. It's good when I'm using thicker lines, but not so much when I'm doing for information. Thank you. It's good you like put it in the bold letters because it caught my eye. It caught my eye. All right. Let's see. The modern, let's do this one this way. Modern is F. The variant The variant is a line down, and instead of straight, they're curving it, which is kind of unique. So I kind of like that too. Now, so I did this in this pen. It's an Energel permanent gel ink. That's why it didn't smear. So now I will make that smaller. So I will just tear along the edge. Like I said, I'm not cutting anything. I am just going for it. Just going for it. So now we go back to create and have things blend in some more. Put the yellowishy ochre in the center to give it that old look. Yes, I am learning through this book, and I also have an oracle deck of rune cards. And I made myself a set of runes on the 3D printer. So I do have stuff that I am trying to learn about. So now I will go around this while this is still wet, because I'm holding my brush with the tip outwards so it pushes the watercolor to the tip of the brush and the water stays in the barrel area, in the body of the brush. So this way, your paint is on the tip, your water is pushing, and what's happening is the dark is staying on the edge and the water is pushing it towards the tip, which is giving it that feathered look on the inside of my paper. So that's how I do my edging to give it that feathered look. So I hope these little tips are helping along with your watercolor or your designing or whatever you're doing, because it's really important to know that if the water pushes your paint down, so when you do it, your tip of your brush is at the edge of your paper, and then you press down and the water pushes it towards the edge. That way it doesn't get too much onto your inner side. You're welcome, Marty. It's the little things. So now I got another one with the variants, and I can put that underneath. I think that looks good there. I can put the information um, about the rune FE equals wealth, and then whatever little other information I can put here as I read about it along in the book. And then I'll put my 2 cents worth in this corner. I think it's looking pretty good. Sorry, my hands are shaky because of my inhaler. So, and you can still get to see the background. You get to see the circles, and everything is, each page will be different. It will look very different. And this is a very porous paper. It has no sheen on it. It's just something that comes between the wood pieces in the calyx. So to be able to replicate it, I don't know. But I'm going to use what I can, and the books for putting the calyxes together. I kept those because it's the same paper, and I can go through and pick out all the plain pieces and create some more little stuff as I go. Or I may just change up the paper and see if I can find a replicator. But I don't know if typewriter paper will do the same. But we can try. nothing like falling over your own stuff. Trip over a cord or a rug. Let's just try this. Let's just try using, just because I know that already has a yellowish tint, but let's just see if we can do it with regular copy paper. No dripping, I know. I know. Let's do a test. All right, we tested. Now, I'm going to move my book up a little just so you can see the test. This is on watercolor paper, so let's see how much different, not watercolor paper, but copy paper. Thank you, Yolande. So we're going to put this in here and see if we can get the same style of look. Get some brown. Go to the edge. I think I might, just in case I run out of paper. It's not as old looking, but it would do in a pinch. As long as you tear that the tear part is up, because the watercolor really sucks into the tear part. It gives it a darker hue. So when you're tearing your paper, tear it that it shows. So tear towards you, so the white, so you can see the tear. Because if you tear backwards and the tear part is on the back, you're not going to get the darker edge. So where that was torn with it going towards you, the paint seeps into it so much more. So it's not bad. It's close. It's not as porous, but it would do. So, not bad. That will work. So my test on copy paper. So you have to remember, even when you're doing your collages and stuff, coffee dyed paper, it's a possibility. It might, but this is so much easier. I just watercolor it and I'm done. And it'll dry. So my test is really good. I think this is going to make a really nice book with adding in, and it's really, and it's nice and crispy. Still do the wash in top. Yes. So now the question is, I want this book to last. I've used glue sticks and I've used other glue, which I don't know if it's here or not. I don't know. I don't see it. So I have art glitter glue, I have bookbinding glue, and I will not use, what pen do I use? This pen is a metal tip 05. You can get the size of your choice, but it is an Energel permanent gel ink. And this other one is Black India ink. This is a Kirtaki. And I'm been researching using more waterproof inks, so I will be getting some more. So I will probably pick this and put it into a small glue bottle, which I'll have to go and see if my daughter-in-law has an extra one of because I don't have one. So what I'm going to do is because I have this nice mat, I'm just going to put some here and use a brush since it's pH and it's kind of like a tacky glue, but it's acid free. And I think going forward, that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use acid free. Hi, Ellen. So let's pick a brush. Let's pick a brush. What brush do I want to use? Oh, that one's kind of rough. Let's pick a different one. This one will work. It's dead. I've had this brush for quite a few years. So I'm just going to take this, dip it into my glue, and brush it on. And hopefully this will make it last because I don't want it down the line, years to come, because I will pass this along to my granddaughter and my daughter. And I'm going to put it there. Let's add a little more glue. Make sure everything is set down. Get my little, let's take that off. Rub this on it so it's flat. And I think that's going to work great. Yes, it is. It's going to work just fine. Thank you, Teresa. So I think I'm going to put this one here. So I will get some glue and give me enough room to, this will have plenty of room to put more information. I probably could glue over the top of these, but being that I used watercolor, I don't know. Press it down, get all the bubbles out. Thanks, Ellen. So, and you can always go around and I think I might highlight the elements with a Stabilo All. No, made a mess. So this is the modern and the variant of this rune. Yes, I had a lot of fun creating the background colors, but I knew some of it was going to be, it would be covered up. So as I go, each page is going to be different and creative, and I'm going to think, before I wasn't doing just willy-nilly, but I think I'm going to go more antique-ish looking as I go because I really do I like this look, but I think I want it to look old. So I might even do it again. Who knows? But that's the beginning of my commonplace book. And I'm not going to bore you with doing the writing on this page or with mine, but I will come back and show you more as I go and how I proceeded with this section, whether I'm going to do little pieces so I can still see the background, or I might just do one whole one. But I really do like how that is coming out. Now I'm just going to scoop this up and put it in my water because it is water soluble. Because this is a permanent PVA adhesive, dries clear and remains flexible. So as you turn the pages, it's not going to make a mess or be brittle. Thank you, Kim. So what I think I'd like to do is take my Stabilo All and I was looking for my sharpener. I thought I had it. Oh, yes, I do. I do have it here because I need to sharpen it because I don't want a big line. No, I didn't glue any pages together because I collaged on both sides. It made it very thick. It made it very thick. What kind of journal am I using? I'm using a half a composition book. So it's going to get chunky. So what I was thinking is as I create pages here, like I've done so many, I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to collage in the back. And then I will collage in the middle. I don't know if I need to tear any out. Yes, you can get them in a pack of 6, I think they are, on Amazon. So, like, I'm not crazy over this page, so I might change this one, but these are my other pages. I want to have them look different, old, but I want to have fun doing the art, right? Ellen, yes, this is watercolor and acrylic. It's everything, and inks and um, washi tape, stamping, splatting. It's everything a mixed media artist likes to do. You do what makes you happy. Um, do your favorite style. Like you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You can just create your own and put down whatever you like. Now I probably should use brown. I do have brown, but I'm going to use black. And I'm just going to gently around the edge to give it a shadow to make it stand out so it's not as lost in my background. And when you do this outlining, it pushes the background back. It pushes the background back. So I am just going to go along the edge gently. And then I'm going to use some water. You can use matte medium. You can use a glue. You can use just a clear gesso. You can use gold paint. That's a thought. I could use my gold paint to activate my. I wonder how that would look. I'd have to practice on another book before I went and did that, though, I think. So I'm just going to take my brush. And when you use the mediums, it makes your watercolor permanent. So I did dab off a little bit of my water. And I am going to just run my brush with the point facing into the pigment because I want the pigment to stay close to my focal point because I don't want the pigment to go the other direction. So now turn my book. I will zoom in just a smidge more so you can see. I don't know if it'll zoom anymore, but I will try. Nope, won't zoom anymore, but I will hold it up for you. Again, the point to the object where you want the paint to go. And it just bleeds into the paper, which is really, really nice because it's giving it that extra dark edge, but it's also creating a shadow around your object. Aw, thanks, Yvonne. I've been doing this for quite a long time. I used to be a Girl Scout leader as well. It was a lot of fun. So again, point your brush and just run it along the edge. Let it bleed into your paper just a smidge. If you're using a porous paper, it won't happen if your paper is not very porous. And this will bring it to the front and push the background back. And you can see how it just creates that depth. It does. It's the little tiny details. I mean, I could just sit and write all this stuff down, but I could do that. If that's what you like, then go ahead. I wanted it to be an artistic commonplace book. And when you do go along your ripped edges, be very careful when you're using your pencil so you don't lose your fuzzy bits, because your fuzzy bits are what's going to give it that look of antiquing. So there's one. Let's see. Let's bring it up close. You see the difference? It really, really makes a difference. And it's not a lot, but it's enough. And that be my hold on, I'm on the line. I'll call you back later. I'm streaming. All right, bye. That'd be my daughter. I just didn't want her to think something was wrong. So, aw, thanks, Marty. Bonus interruptus. Yeah. My daughter she lives in the States. So when she calls, I answer because, it could be an issue. So I didn't want her to think anything was wrong. Oh, knock everything over. So go around. I'm trying to keep in shot here, but I need to turn my work. I just have that. I have to. Because then I don't want it to get like out of line or anything. I want it to be facing my point, facing in, so it gets closer to the paper. Because if you do it this way, your point of your pencil is not going to get close enough to the object. So you need to have it that your point is facing in. The same as with your brush. So let's just go around this one, point in, just run it gently around. And then if you want it a little bigger, you can bring your brush out some, but I'm keeping the tip of my brush very close. Now I do notice that where my gold paint is, it's not sticking as much. So I'm going to go back in with a tiny little bit while it's wet. over the gold paint. It just, some things just do not like to go over that. All right, let's move it around. I really am liking how this is turning out. Usually when I am arting or painting or anything, I'm very focused, and usually things come to me as I'm doing it. So all of my art is intuitive, like a lot of other people. I don't pre-plan. This, I did not pre-plan how I was going to put this. I just knew that my information was going to be set on other papers. So sometimes when you're arting, you just have to go with what your heart tells you to do and follow your instincts, because that's when the best art comes out. Thank you, Ellen. So I have to thank Mary for doing her little membership um, project. And she gives a lot more information about commonplace books on there and a bunch of links and stuff. So if you're interested, you can go over to the Marriottiers and see her membership. It's only a $1.99 a month, I think it is, but it it's inspiring. It's very inspiring. So this is my version of what she brought the subject to light, which, like I said, I already wanted to do anyways, but with her bringing it up in her membership, it's like, yeah, now's the time. Let's do this. It's something how, everything happens at the right moment, or, you know, you just go with it. And the more water you use when you're going along, if your paper is porous, it's going to spread. So I really, really, really like the way this is looking. It's not, the background is not taking away from my important parts of what I want to see. So the black is bringing it to your attention. This is where you need to look. This is what you need to read. And it's going to be very, very simple and but informative. So let's do the other one. And after I do this one, like, I could go through and complete, but it's going to be the same for some of my other ones. So I don't know how much of this you'd like to watch. You'll have to let me know in the comments afterwards if you want to see more of the commonplace book being created, how the information is going in, the different types of information that will be going in, because it won't always be just runes. It's all symbology. So let me know what you think. Are you interested in watching this book come to life even more or not? And I do want to thank all the new followers and all of my old followers for the OGs for hanging around and being here with me. I really do appreciate it. I know I was MIA for a while, but it has taken me a while to get to a point of uh, s- comfort or stability, um, of how everything has changed in my life. So sometimes change, you need that time for adjustment. That's the word, the adjustment. So it was a big adjustment, and the different things happening and time with the kids I really love. So my family is very important, and we do a lot of things together. Aw, thanks, Yolande. So this is my first page so far. I think it's going to look really, really cool. I'm really enjoying this. So I do have other papers and things that I could use to add in as accents. Like I have some of this. It's really, really old. I've been hoarding it, and it's like, why are you hoarding it? It's this paper would be perfect for just like accents or collaging. But I will go through and put a little bit more information. I've got some scanning to do because I want to add little bits of information and design elements. And I want to make these small though, like just to put them on. I would say once I create this page, I think this would look really nice here with all the information. And then as I go through and I come across these, I'm going to turn them into stickers as well and put the information throughout the book in between um, the reading of the runes and the poems that go with them. Like this one, this is the poem for this one. Wealth is kinsman's contention, the sea's flame, and the slitherer's track. And then it gives a little bit of information down here, but I will add some of this to the page as well, because then the next is just the next rune. So I want to go through and do that, but most of the information is in the front and in the back. So with the history, I want to read up on a little bit of the history, and I'm going to be adding that in between my runes as I go. Or I might just do all the runes, go through, and then put the history and some of the other information after it. So I think that might be the way to go, is add each page, do my runes, and then put the really deep info that I want to keep at the end of that information with this book. So I think that's how this one's going to go. And yes, I am going to be on later tonight. Thank you, Yolande. At 6 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Carrie, the So Much Glitter, is going to be with me. It'll be her first time streaming with somebody else. So I will be back later on. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to my mods. You're great. I appreciate you. And with that, I'm going to say thank you. And thanks for hanging out while I work on my page. And I will see you again later on tonight. So from my quiet corner to yours, have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.